The last video ended pretty abruptly. There was a knock on my door, so I had to go answer it. So let's just do a few more examples of computing partial derivatives. So just as a reminder, this is our general algorithm that whichever variable we're not taking the partial derivative of with respect to, we're going to treat that as a constant while using appropriate rules from Calculus 1. Okay, so find df dy for f of xy is y times sine of xy. We'll think of x as a constant here, and we're going to use the product rule. Okay, so df dy is going to be, okay, y times the derivative of sine of xy with respect to y. And that's going to be the derivative of sine of x. Sine will be cosine of xy. And we're thinking of x as a constant. The derivative of like sine of 2y would be 2 times cosine of 2y. The derivative of sine of xy with respect to y will be x times cosine of xy. And product rule, we have to do these. The second term here, it will be the derivative of y with respect to y, which is 1, times the original function there, just sine of xy. So this is sine of xy plus xy cosine of xy. Oops, out of order. This is I want to do this one next, this quotient rule problem. So we have to find f sub x and f sub y, those partial derivatives, 2y over y plus cosine x. So quotient rule, so the derivative of this with respect to x is the low function y plus cosine of x times the derivative of the high function with respect to y, with respect to x here, the derivative of 2y with respect to x is 0, minus the top function 2y times the derivative of the bottom function with respect to x, and that's going to be the derivative of cosine of x will be negative sine of x, the derivative of y with respect to x will be 0. And then, of course, we need to leave the derivative alone but square it. Leave the denominator alone but square it. So this ends up as something times 0, who cares? And then we have 2y sine x upstairs, y plus cosine x squared downstairs. For the partial derivative with respect to y, so, okay, I'll just go ahead and do the denominator squared. Now it's the low function, y plus cosine x, times the derivative of the top function, the partial derivative with respect to y, times 2, minus the top function 2y times the partial derivative of the denominator with respect to y, and that's going to be 1. Okay, and so put all of this together, and we will have, there's a 2y minus a 2y, those will cancel, is 2 cosine of x, all of that divided by y plus cosine x, quantity squared. So that's how we do, so this is we did an example of the product rule, example of the quotient rule. It's just Calc 1 stuff with the extra thing to remember that you have to treat the other variable as a constant.